And no, y'all, that's not my real voice. Cigar Hound Dog, DJ from Pick Jimmy, Master Your Ash, John from Cigar Alchemist, EKB from the Vintage Cigar.
What you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything?
Thanks for tuning into the big broadcast, the bad broadcast. And now, the New Wave presents the infamous Smoke Show.
And we are live. Welcome everybody to the infamous Smoke Show, and thank you to our guest Jonas for joining from Blackbird Cigars. How you doing, sir?
I'm very good, and you?
Doing good. Everybody doing on this Friday night. We got people in the chat already.
What's up, everyone?
Thanks for coming on, man. Where are you located at, Jonas?
Right now, I'm in Miami, 10 p.m. for me, but I'm typically in the air.
Traveling.
I have to work a lot. Not bragging, honestly, because I don't feel good about it, but it's great. 78 flights as we speak just this year.
Wow.
Jeez.
I don't really feel good about it.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
Are you naturally? You're naturally a homebody? You're not the type that likes to travel.
Repeat that again.
You're naturally a homebody. Like you like to spend your time in one place at home.
I like to do that. Of course, I wish I could do 2 weeks straight in a month, but I cannot do it.
Yeah.
You know when you want something, probably another person wants your life. Life
Sure.
is so complicated like that.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm happy because of the growth that I've been having. And that growth comes with that sacrifice of a lot of flights, not get to be home very often. But I think there's a price you pay because you don't really get to see your kids growing. And they will make you pay for it in the future. So I have to know and understand that if any behavior comes, and I have to know that every time I come back, I need to really work with quality time. That being said, if I come back, I'm not a doctor. I don't do surgeries. Somebody can wait 2 hours to smoke a cigar, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's the way I see it. So, but I always say to the people that when you work with the faith that you hope one day you will enjoy whatever you build.
Yeah, the fruits of your labor. Yeah. Absolutely. What would you say this is the most you've traveled this year compared to any other years in the past?
Brother, the year has 52 weeks, and if you do 78 divided by 2, will be around 39, 38. And we are still
still got some year to go.
Yeah.
So I pretty much have traveled the whole year. Right, 52 minus 8. How many weeks will that be? That will be like 44 weeks. And if you do the math, I probably have traveled.
Wow.
90% of the year.
That's a lot, but good growth then, yeah.
But sometimes I forget about something. I pick up the slogan, "Can't clip my wings," and you know I'm always flying. It seems nobody can clip my wings. Right. So I always believe in motivating the people when you create a brand. But I always believe that you need to self-motivate with what you're trying to show the people. So now, a very humble way, like don't let anybody clip your wings and follow your dreams. But nothing comes easy. You gotta work for it. You gotta do it.
True. Yeah.
So when I created the brand, it was who was the strongest bird in the planet. That's the Main Street brand for me. Which one are the smartest bird in the planet? That's why I need to convert myself to a blackbird and think like a crow.
Yeah.
So it's attention to detail, but everything is even that I don't have any grandfather. Do you hear that noise? Oh, that's a very noisy lighter.
Sorry. It's done. It's done.
No, that's fine. So, anyways, even that we didn't have any grandfather or whatever, me and my brother doing this, we gotta do it in a way. We had to do the brand in a way that it can have its own energy, but when you meet the owner, you see the relationship between the brand and the owner.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I'm not a fan of having a brand with my last name because you never know. That's not in my thinking, but you never know if you eventually want to sell your brand for whatever reason. The lack of energy by itself, when you're not there, it can. That's the way I think as a marketing guy.
Oh yeah. Any business needs a driving force. When that driving force leaves, you have to see what's going to happen. So the way that you removed your name from it, then if you step away, the brand can keep going.
The brand can keep going, and also not even just selling. I don't. Selling can be the plan C.
Sure.
There's A, B. The A and B is like how you work it out with brand ambassadors that you don't need to be there as much as you used to be.
Yeah.
Because there's the grind, but after that, if the brand needs your constant presence all the time, there's a problem with the product and the brand. I would say product first and second brand. You have an okay cigar that probably have a great brand, but if you have a great cigar with a great brand, it will continue by itself.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be automated.
So speaking of brands, what originally inspired you to go Blackbird, or was it what you just said in terms of you wanted to be the smartest, the strongest, or was there something before that? Like why Blackbird?
Okay, so it's like I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry because I just said it. So the thing is, when I wanted to create the brand, I needed to do it in a way that I don't have any I don't have any legacy or grandfather. I cannot continue any legacy. So I had to go full marketing in this. That you can see the brand by itself, but if you meet the owner, you will see the relationship. So when I tried to start the brand, people tried to sue me. When I started the brand, people almost sue me as well with the Raven name that I used to have. So Can't Clip My Wings comes related to the brand. Before you get Blackbird, my first line was the Crow because I wanted to do a Mexican rapper. The Crow comes because the strongest bird in the planet is the eagle. That's the respectful way for me to call to the mainstream brands back then. So if they are strongest because they have a lot of liquid and power and territory cover and brand recognition, what can I do with less capital, but attention to details that probably they don't pay attention anymore. I can go fast with you. Like every time you see a Blackbird band, you know it will have a pull tag to put it out and easy come off.
Yeah.
Not every single brand thinks about that. A big guy, how long will it take him to call John Cigar Alchemist, Cigar Lounge? Let's just put it that way. How often would that guy will call you to check on you and your family and your business versus a guy that have less customers? I can probably call you every week, right?
Yeah.
So if there's a lot of like how can I say, how comfortable the bigger gets an opportunity to the small if they really pay attention. And not many brand owners really understand that. But the way they work, it can be an opportunity for you too, to get your brand out there. So it's basically how do I play smart against a bunch of egos? That's like also when you go Goliath, David and Goliath, who do you want to win? The little guy. It's part of the psychology nature, you know what I mean? So based on that, then you go with the Can Claim My Wings. I believe the brand will have the energy with the slogan that can turn to a theme or an anthem or something. Can Click My Wings, follow your dreams, and it really helps. So basically, that's how we created the brand, and in a way that is not loud, it's not flashy, but it's kind of noisy. See me. Let's
Sure.
say another key point. Most of the lounges have light brown humidors. So most of the boxes, brand boxes, are brown.
Yeah.
So we do bright colors to stand out in the shelf. This is the
Yeah.
thing. Honestly, we probably don't need any more brands in the industry. But we also have to keep the reality when somebody give you a space to put your brand there, somebody died. Another
Sure.
brand died. Because
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
space in the humidor.
Yeah.
But it also comes with the brand. You know, when you see the movies and crows around, somebody's about to die in the movie.
Sure.
There you go. That
So
makes
I'm
sense.
just
I like
playing.
that.
I'm just yeah. So I'm just basically playing with uh, uh, everything that happens, but giving the brand energy, the construction, how you build the brand, and how you get people connected with it, with the slogan, with the product, the man behind the brand. I also do music, and that way I can promote my cigars even better. Because how many tools do you really have to promote cigars? Because it's tobacco. But when I
Sure.
make music, I can I can tell the people how often somebody tell you when you smoke this cigar, this is the music playlist you should be talking about. So the only way you can remember a stuff, or in this case, a product, it will be by nose, smelling, how it tastes, how it look,
Hmm.
but how does it sound?
There you go.
I
You
can
don't
only do
know.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I'm not there giving you a speech, how you gonna keep listening to me?
Right.
Hmm.
Only way will
Music.
be music. So that's why
Yeah.
sometimes I believe that the way I talk about the brand is not only the brand itself. I kind of do it in a marketing class,
Sure.
more or less. Because like again, my thing is built first generation. We don't have nobody like I wish I can have somebody in the industry that started 50 years ago.
Right.
And trust
Sure.
me, I probably don't have any time to do this type of show in a positive,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a cool way.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also believe that when you need to suffer to achieve something, you will appreciate it more within the time.
Yeah.
And if you
Yeah.
have the right mentality and you teach that to your kids, you don't give them everything they want. They
Sure.
can also, they cannot be parasites in the future. You want them to also believe in the brand and take it in a way that they kind of suffer to, or how they're gonna do it to keep it alive without bringing the ego or my dad is famous or whatever. I don't want to
Right.
have that
Yeah.
type of things with my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
That
good.
makes sense.
I want to give a couple quick shout outs, cigar heads on what's up, and then Greg from Tip Top Smoke is here. So I know you and
Oh,
Greg have
Greg,
a
that's
good
my guy.
relationship. So yeah, wanted to make sure to call that out. So, but hey, y'all put in the comments, man. Any questions you have for Jonas or us or anything, like we'll engage
And
y'all tonight. But
I'm smoking the Superb tonight. That'll be the cigar to start out with. This is the Toro. You got the Unkind.
yes, sir.
Cool.
The young
What
kind.
you got,
Actually,
DJ?
I like to talk about the young kind because as you can see, everything that I have is birds. So you have Jackdaw, which is the
Mhm.
sunrise cigar. Finch
Okay.
will be the mid morning. Rook will be the high noon. Unkind dusk. Then you go Crow, heat of the night, and midnight
Yeah.
will be the cuckoo. That will be the core line. Outside of the short runs, limited editions. The young kind.
Yeah.
Remember when I said almost got sued? It was because of the purple band. It used to be called the Raven.
Ah,
Sure.
Only
ah,
4 months after I relaunched the brand. Why do I say relaunched the brand? Because my first 200 boxes of the Crow were in 2016. But I really went in full motion until 2018 that I have my first batch. It started as a company. Let's be ready to go. 4 months
Yeah.
after, I got a lot of popularity in Instagram. Right, like my Instagram blow away, and the thing is, I got a call from somebody saying I own the Raven name. And back then, I was still illegal in the country, not too much money. Do you really think I want to fight? I want to fight. So, but I tell the guy, my friend, if you have the trademark certification, please just send it to me. I have a bunch of ideas in my head. I can go ahead and change it. And he said, I'll call you back. The guy that called me back was the attorney. You know that the best thing that attorneys do, they read a lot.
Yeah.
They have a lot of knowledge and leverage that they can use by talking to you. But the thing is, long story short, he was very, very unkind with me on the phone. And I'm a marketing guy. So I said, you know what? This guy's going to remember me for the rest of his life. He was unkind with me, but unkind means flock of ravens. He made me stronger. As soon as I had to change the Raven name, my brand took another level of recognition just because of that. People were asking about what happened. They were talking about, oh, maybe he got a cease and desist. People were gossiping around, and my brand got even more recognition because of it. So when I say short run, I don't want to forget about this. When I say short run and Greg is there, it's because I hope in November, no later than November, I'm making something that he's going to be the first in the nation to have it in 2024. And it's a short run cigar.
Cool.
I heard
really cool.
I heard another story about someone being unkind to you originally. I know y'all are good now, but I heard this story about Tim from Cigars Daily, your first interaction.
Okay. I always got to talk about that when I do events and things like that. You know, I do component tasting events. So when I'm doing the component tasting that I'm giving knowledge to everybody, depending on the time, I keep talking about the story, things like that. At the last cigar, we really go explain the brand. And after that, the people's enjoying the brand, I go and talk about struggles. One struggle will be the unkind. Another struggle was the thing about team. But I can say before I say it, he's a gentleman with me nowadays. He really, like, I consider him a friend. We do a lot of business, but it is a story for the books. I remember 2019, I go to Arizona trying to make sales. The first shop I stopped was his shop. And when I go inside, I say, hey, I'm Jonas from Blackbird Cigar. And he look at me like, yeah, I know who you are through Instagram, but do you make an appointment? I'm like, sir, I didn't make an appointment. But if you don't have 5 minutes, that's completely fine. But, you know, that's just my style. And I tried to throw a joke. He looked at me like, sit down over there. He went, had lunch for about 30 minutes. I'll be waiting there smoking a cigar. Then he called me to his office again. I remember his dad was by his side. Why you didn't make an appointment with me? And I'm like, look, I'm a brand that is starting. I don't really know if you want to save the time to make an appointment with me. I'm going to try my best.
Yeah.
What's the worst I can have? I know, but at least you know about me. But if you don't have 5 minutes, man, I can go. Then
Right.
he said, get the F out of my shop right now. And do you think I want to fight? I wasn't still illegal in the country. So I left. I left. 3 years later, he called me. He apologized like a gentleman. And he asked, can we do business? And I'm like, yeah, but if you do it again, you're going to know a Dominican guy with a green card now.
Don't want to fuck with that.
After that, you know what I like about him? That when he brought me to his show live, he said the story exactly how it is. And he said, apologize in front of everybody how it is. Yeah. And when I saw that, I said, this guy has balls.
Did he say why?
No, man. That's just the way he is.
Okay.
That's just the way he is. Like, you need to break the ice with him. That's not a guy that you're gonna. And honestly, let me tell you, after that, within the years, I have kind of understand some retailers.
Sure.
Man, and one I can say is our fault. When I say our fault, the countries that make cigars for others and the people that don't respect the craft.
Sure.
I understand and I support whoever wants to be an entrepreneur. But I always gonna say something that I even told Tatuaje, Pete Johnson, this year. And I told him, you said something that I keep repeating. You said before you make a brand, you gotta pay your dues. This when I say that, I don't care if I like Pete or I don't like Pete, it doesn't matter. We actually get along very well. It's about the message that he said. And there's a lot of people that try to get into the business because it looks fancy or it looks profitable. I don't
Sure.
know what it is. Or maybe it's too easy to access, at least on the first place, because if you have 20 grand, you can probably start a brand. That doesn't guarantee it will be successful, but
Yeah.
the access. So, how often, like in the Northeast by itself, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, new people coming with new brands every single day to the cigar shop owners.
Sure.
So if you do your math, I'm gonna take 30 minutes to meet every new guy every single day. How many hours I'm gonna be wasting every single week just by meeting new guys that they don't know what they're doing? That doesn't
Yeah.
mean you don't want people to be entrepreneurs. But most of the time, it's like, oh, I have 10 years smoking cigars. I can make a brand. It doesn't work that way. There's the knowledge that you can get as a consumer. Maybe you are great picking up flavors, but there's another knowledge, which is being on the industry selling cigars. There's
Sure.
another knowledge, which is master blending and producing cigars. There's another one, which is growing tobacco, that not every master blender can do it.
Yep.
Outside of that, the packaging or whatever, there's many stages in the factory and the cigar brand involved or cigar industry itself that because you are a
Hmm.
great cigar smoker, don't think you can really make a brand. But if you really want to make it do it, you want to make you really want to do it, you have to do some stuff that people is not willing to do. For example, when I used to be at the factory, because people always ask me in the beginning, how do I learn a lot? I was doing free job during other time. I was getting 8 hours paycheck, but I was doing overtime
Right.
to get more knowledge for free.
Yeah.
I was always a yes man to do everything. I wanted to do the tours. I wanted to roll 10, 20 cigars 1 hour before my work shift. I wanted to smoke puro cigars. I wanted to ask questions. I wanted to do a lot of things. For me to do that, I needed to do overtime. And I never asked my ex boss, can you pay me more because of that? No. So you want to do a
Yeah.
brand? Go work for free every Saturday in a cigar shop.
Yeah,
Want
because
to
you were
do a
getting an
brand?
education for your time.
Go to the factory, work 2 weeks as a roller, keep getting your knowledge. And as the time goes by, you could probably do it. But people don't want to do
Yeah.
that. They
Right.
don't want to do it for free.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got all the knowledge because I wanted to. Nobody told me. Look, many people don't believe what I'm gonna say. Before I have my own brand of cigars, I hate anything related to smoking because my father had a heart attack and I didn't know the differentiation between cigarettes, cigars, hookah, all of that. Once
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get in, I was like, God, why you got me a job in cigars? I
Right.
didn't know. But after that, I was
Yeah.
like, if you put me here, you know what? I'm gonna learn everything I can possibly learn because I don't know where this is gonna take me. And I
Yeah.
become from a guy that used to work in a factory to becoming illegal in the USA to be a brand owner that now has 30,000 square feet factory. But it took me 14 years. And it's still, I have plenty of room to grow. I started in the business at the age of 20. I'm 34. And it's still, I have plenty of room to grow. People look
Yeah.
at, I'm going to mention a couple different brands because I really like this type of conversation. And if you like it,
Hmm.
let me know too. Oh, Fuente, very big. Starting in 1917. Patron, big. 1954. La Aurora, big. More big in the cigarettes and a couple things. Cigars is right there. They have the money, whatever.
Yeah.
1908 or 1907. Uh, Plasencia. Growing tobacco since 1868. So that gives us an information. Nothing can be rushed in the cigar industry. Not the cigars, not the process, not building the brand. You gotta take your time. You gotta do it right. If you really want to build a brand that goes, I always say 20-25% growth every year. Because if you go 55%, you might crash and have some hiccups and got to start have to start over again because you cannot rush Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we gotta be honest about something. People burn their money to have a pleasure. They chose
Literally.
cigar as their therapy. So you
Yeah.
gotta make sure that when they are spending their money, they feel so great and so confident to spend that money again and burn it again with your brand. So why I tell you that? You gotta respect the craft.
Sure.
I see everybody agreeing. Yes, sir.
Well, you also learn that a lot of those brands are pretty boring looking compared to your cigars because they're old. I like the way yours look. Yeah, they're old, and they rely on just their name, and they don't do anything about it. Like if you were to go to a shop, I'd rather pick up one of your cigars off the look of it versus the Fuente, because one, I can tell what the hell the difference is, and for two, yours stands out a whole lot more.
Yeah, thank you for the compliment.
We got a couple questions. So someone was asking, PG Money was asking, what did you do at Artista?
Okay, so I was the yes guy, the tour guy, the graphic designer, the sales rep, the one that traveled here. Then I was at the warehouse by myself, doing everything by myself at the warehouse, selling, dispatching containers, getting containers, dispatching orders, invoicing, charging, paying, because I was one man show. So I had a mission more than anything.
And that really that's like your training for what you're doing now. Like you're all encompassed like right now with what you're doing. I'm sure you do a lot of the books, a lot of the backside kind of stuff. Obviously, it was training to set you up to get you to what you're doing now.
It will be very hard for somebody to tell me something that I don't know, because I got the experience in the factory, I got the experience in each department, I got the experience in the U.S. side, I got the experience in the warehousing side, building brands because I was graphic designer too. I'm a marketing guy by degree. The only thing I don't know is how to grow tobacco, but I can pay for it. But outside of that, I did my work.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I didn't know I was getting to this. I just said, man, just try to get all the information you can because you don't know why you're here. I always say to the guys that are young, or no matter if you're young or whatever, because I think young is here. The age is here. When you're working for somebody and you pay attention and you do it with love and let's say respect, like respect the other business like it's yours, because if you eventually you have one that is yours, you will like your employees to respect that. But the thing is, it will be a college that pays you if you really pay attention to every single detail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We have there's another question asking. Greg from Tip Top already answered it, but I'll still ask it because they're wondering if you had any broadleaf in your portfolio. Greg answered it, but I guess I'll ask you: do you have any plans on incorporating any?
Is there broadleaf coming?
Okay, so I use Pennsylvania tobacco, not broadleaf.
In this, right?
I do. It has like 20% inside.
Yeah.
That the crow, the rook. But broadleaf specifically, the contract that we signed, I'm going to get it in around 3 years. I don't know if I'm going to get a supply from that because the thing is, when we built the new factory, our first step was let's perfect every single blend that we have. So between me and my brother, we agree on that. And after that, we created a Superb to do full marketing on that and gravitate the people to us again. So we have built, we have crafted different blends, short runs here and there, to get more entertainment to the people. But I don't really believe in making too many new brands every single year. I always say to the people, like I prefer to have a core line, short runs every quarter, repeat those short runs every year, until one maybe is not having the same hype and you substitute for something else.
Yep.
And I always tell the people, it's nice that you ask the shop owners what's new, but it is nicer if you ask the shop owners what's consistent in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's smoking good consistently?
What's consistent? Because
Yeah.
like how many I don't see people asking that type of questions, which is the most difficult part in the product cigar. Consistent.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the cigarette that you can put in, you can add the nicotine, you can add a couple of chemicals to keep it the same. Like why all every cigarette, even that they use different tobaccos, tastes the same? It's because of the chemics. In the cigar world, it's not like that. Sometimes you can have a problem with one type of tobacco, and the master blender has to come and say what can be a substitute of this tobacco that combined with the blend tastes the same. And we
Sure.
probably
Yeah.
need to do that for the year of 2025.
Hmm.
So consistent, it will be like my most challenging stuff, but will be the best question from the customers to the shop owners.
Yeah.
Want to show the construction real quick for anyone who hasn't had Blackbird. You were mentioning earlier, we got this little lip on the wrapper here. I
Little
love.
tab.
That's what that is. Okay.
I appreciate that because I can't tell you how mad I get when I rip these bands off and they rip half the wrapper off. So
Yeah.
To make
That's
it
a
easy,
good idea.
attention to detail. Attention to detail. If people sometimes wants to say the band, they want to do frame arts, they want to
Oh
do
yeah.
a couple things. And I always say, like,
Yeah.
if you don't remember the name, if you don't remember the name, you will remember the color. If you are lazy enough, just save the band, man, and ask tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so I got a question as a follow-up to the Tim story from Cigars Daily. Did he ever take you out to lunch to make up for making you wait while he ate lunch? Because I think he should do that.
No, he haven't taken me to lunch,
Okay, he should do that.
but I think we did great business last year. He bought a lot of corn line. He promoted the hell out of it. Plus, he bought and he sold 600 boxes of Cactus Red. I think that's a great apologize.
That's good. That's a good apology. Yeah.
No,
It's a
no,
good
he still,
apology.
the lack of
he still owes
lunch.
you. He still owes you lunch. He still
Many
owes you
people tell
lunch.
me when I'm like halfway of the story. A lot of people sometimes in the events tell me that you did that. You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
what I learned honestly, depending how far you go. Like, of course, if you're gonna talk about my mom or my kids,
Sure.
probably. But if you take business personal, you're not gonna grow your business.
Oh yeah, I'm in
Business is
sales.
business. And anybody can make a mistake. If the guy was man enough to apologize twice in
Yeah.
two different lives, in 2 different months that I was there, he kept saying it. Why not be happy about it? Everybody
Yeah.
makes mistakes. He's not gonna be the first doing a mistake.
Sure.
I have met worse than that. Look, there's something that happened with the shop that for me it was way more like you really hit me that until this day I probably won't do business with them. I hope they do well and whatever, but what they did, it was like these guys don't have empathy. It was
Gotcha.
around 3 years as well, more or less. um my back then rep in Texas scheduled an event with them, and it was him. They were not expecting me, so it was just a rep. That was literally 1 month before the lockdown of the pandemic. So
Okay.
pretty much maybe
Okay.
3 years.
Yeah.
So I was doing a tour in Chicago, Ohio, all of that area for 21 days straight. I was doing rolling events with Master Blender. So 21 days in the streets driving is a lot. It's you can
Yeah.
try to be Superman, you're not gonna be Superman. You gotta reset. You gotta come back. So my wife was 8 months pregnant when I came back. So I planned that trip accordingly. That 4 weeks before she's due, I was being home.
Yeah.
So the day before the event, my his stepson died in a car crash. He called the shop, of course, very bad. Brian, this just happened. I'm not gonna be able to go to and do the event. Jonas just came to his house 21 days, and his wife is about to do in any moment, 4 weeks, whatever. We need to reschedule.
Right.
Since then, they haven't replied my texts, my calls, my emails, and they haven't reached out.
Wow.
That is more devastating for me than whatever it did to him.
Yeah.
That's not a bit having sympathy. How would you say?
Yeah, empathy. Yeah.
Well,
Empathy. Yeah.
Empathy. Yeah. What was this shop in Dallas by chance?
Close to.
Okay. I'll message you privately. I'm curious.
Yeah, it was close to. It was close to. And like I said, I won't even mention the shop. I hope they do very well. I hope they do very well. I don't like to have bad feelings for anybody because I think that's a waste of time and energy.
Sure.
But that really hit me, and I don't really want to do business with them.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
Why you gotta be that way, man? Something happened. Something's happened that you cannot really handle.
Yeah.
What?
Can't prepare
Somebody's
for.
gonna die because of that. So somebody, what's gonna happen? What's the worst that can happen? Reschedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the freebies over there. You can do deals and you can tell the customers what happened.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, that really hit me a lot, man. But it's part of the process of the business. Some people show that they are your friends, but they're really not. I don't really care. I do my part. I'm gonna try to be your friend, even if you have two faces. But if you don't disrespect me, I'm gonna try to be one face guy, and let's be happy. Let's try to grow numbers. Let's work. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
We have another question from the guest. He's asking, how hard is it to source tobacco when you're a smaller company? Do the bigger companies throw their weight around on that side of the business?
That's a great question. I don't consider myself a small anymore. I consider probably mid-size. But in the beginning, when I couldn't travel to the Dominican Republic because I was still illegal in the country, and we started the business, me and my brother. Nobody knew my brother, so there were a couple of calls inside of the industry saying that if Jonas wanted to start a brand, don't sell to him. I said, so I was already know that could happen. So I told my brother, don't tell that you are my brother. You start buying tobacco, and people will think that you're crazy, that you don't know what you're doing, and that's completely fine. You do it like that. Once they find out it was me, it was already too late.
Yeah. You got it.
How smart.
After that, things go harder and harder. Some people try to close doors to us. I have to be honest. The brand recognition we have in 4 years, it's not common. It's not common, and it's because we just wanted to think outside of the box. We wanted to be a little more dynamic, respecting the craft as always. People try to close the doors. Still, they try, but since we know the behavior, we don't have many problems now. And at the end of the day, when you are a guy that pays your bill, or you're a man of your word, people want to do business with you. They want to see you grow because the more you grow, the more they're going to grow because you're going to keep buying tobacco.
Sure.
Also, when you do contracts and you prepare yourself, we cannot make more than this many cigars until we get to that place. So we don't oversell cigars. We try to don't have back orders, all of that, and eventually everything will take its place.
Yeah.
But nobody will run away from all the money that you need to have sitting down there in tobacco leaves. That's the bank account, and it hurts. It hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Retired Rookie Cigars said he met you last weekend. Said you did a great job with education as well as interaction with everyone. So shout out.
Oh, he was in Kentucky. Fat ass, probably.
Okay.
It was great to meet you, man.
Nice. And the Cigar Social asked, what part of DR are you from, Jonas?
Specifically Santiago. They call it the heart of the Dominican Republic. Factory will be Tamboril, 10 minutes away from Santiago.
What's each of your favorite Blackbird cigar? I really like the Cuco, the gray band. I really like that one. That's probably been my favorite so far.
I like the Cuco. I'm enjoying the Unkind too. I would say the Cuco is my favorite though that I've had so far.
Yeah, I've only had the Crow, which I'm smoking right now, which I like, the Superb, and then that test blend that I tried earlier this year, which I would say of those three, I liked that one the most.
You got the 308?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you are part of the Smoky Panel.
Yeah.
That's the only way to get it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. There's something else shipping in December. Just to let you know.
Yeah.
Nice.
I believe that's something that I like. Something that I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys can tell me.
Sure.
The best smoking panel is not really the one at the factory. It's the one out there. Yeah. So getting the information from 300 people from different cities, different places, different states, I think can really give me a great information about what's the next cigar I need to come out, what I need to tweak, all of that. If you make cigars for yourself, that's completely fine. That's probably your business model, but you're probably going to have a roof that you're not going to grow after that.
Yeah.
I know brands like that I don't need to mention it, that they are known, but there's another scale that probably they don't pass because they think about themselves. And I believe that when you make a cigar, you're gonna make it for the people and your customers, not for yourself.
Yeah, the ones that actually be buying it. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Then also
the people that are actually going to be buying it. Yeah.
The one buying it, the one that's going to tell the retail shop that you have that, the one that is going to say to your body, hey, you got to smoke that, I'm smoking that.
100%.
That's the way it works. You can have your own little production of 1,000 cigars a month if you smoke that much for you. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's like when the people make music and they want to go one type of genre all the time. I'm like, guys, if you have an album, if you have 10 songs, you can do 3. That is the one you like. But the other 7 probably is the one that are going to pay your bills.
100%. Yeah.
True.
So what's your favorite type of blend to smoke? Like wrapper, filler, origin? Like what appeals to you the most just as a cigar smoker?
I think some people's gonna feel like me when I say you have months that there's a particular blend that you like, and then you get tired and you rotate it next month.
Yeah. Sure.
I will start saying I like to have the best of each country combined in a way that in harmony works good. I don't like a puro Nicaragua or a puro Dominican. I like the right combination. For now, as a rapper, I probably like Cubra the most because it brings you full flavor and full strength.
Yep.
I like the combination of the Jalapa Nicaragua with Pennsylvania. The Jalapa give you some tasting notes that the Esteli Nicaragua will never give you, because the Esteli Nicaragua will be more earthy and more just a punch in your face, kind of. But basically, it's a cigar that has harmony, that it's not overloaded with pepper, that is a gentle massage of pepper in your retrohale, and that you don't feel tired, you want to keep smoking it. So something that doesn't dry your mouth too much.
Yeah.
That will be like, so it will be for me a little hard to tell you specifically that leaf with that. And at the end of the day, when you smoke a cigar, you just want all the components to work in harmony, and everybody's playing a role that when they work as a team, like a football team, they reach the goal to please your palate. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah.
Do you have a blend? Do you have a blend in your portfolio that's like all one type of filler? Because like, from what I've seen, I think they're all mixed. They're all just multinational, multi-variety.
all of them, only one that I can say is what 80% Dominican is the Cuco, but it is still from a specific cities that we don't have that type of city there. We cannot make the Cuco. That's the one that is probably more from one country itself, but it's still the combinations. This is different than bourbon or probably whiskey. That is one single malt is probably better than a blend. I think in the case of cigars, the blend is way better than having one single. How many variations can I make you from one single country?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you're not a big fan of Cubans, I'd imagine.
Well,
all being puros.
I have to respect whatever Cuba did in the years ago.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
Who do I blame? The government or whatever? But I understand when the people like that Cuban-esque feeling, and pretty much Europeans people, that's what they like. But man, I think Nicaragua and Dominican Republic are the one that are really doing it, doing the work. Honestly, Cuba, you buy a vehicle for a lot of dollars, a lot of euros, and you're probably going to have a bad experience. It's going to be a 50% chance. It's not even going to be 90% great, 10%. It's a 50-50, probably 60-40.
Yeah.
So it's like for you to, you're going to burn your money, and on top of that, it's like you're betting. Oh, maybe it's going to be great. Maybe it's going to be
a coin flip.
I think it's too much. It's too much.
No thanks.
Yeah. And I see we have Michael. He's in the green room.
Oh, my bad. He was right behind my mic.
What's up, Mike?
What's going on, fellas? Hi, Jonas. Sorry about being late.
What?
Sorry about being late.
I thought I was the one Dominican.
Honorary.
Dominican time.
Dominicans are always late.
So are Italians. It's all good.
Oh, you're from Italy?
No, not from Italy. My grandfather was.
All right. Well, I love Italian coffee, man. It's better than Cuban coffee. Excuse me, Cubans.
Those are fighting words.
That's a debate. That's a good debate.
What'd you light up, Mike?
I lit up the Tip Top Edition number 12 from the trial series of Blackbird.
Okay. Nice.
The number 12.
Fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if I'm not wrong, that was one of the trials from Tip Top Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. How does it taste? It has to be, what, 7 months?
At least. Yeah. That was when they sent it out to me. It's probably about that long ago.
Wow. And you saved it for this occasion.
Yes.
He had it sitting in the humidor with a little light on it. Yeah, he was just waiting for it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I did a review of the Superb. It was superb. I enjoyed it.
It's a good cigar.
All right.
And if you're not smoking your brand, what would you like to be smoking there, Jonas?
That's a good question.
Okay, so I like that question, let me tell you. People think I only smoke my brand. I don't. I like what I have. But why not? There's other guys that probably have great cigars. So it's not by brand completely. I would tell you a couple cigars that I like. I like the Tabernacle Red.
Yes.
I like
Yes.
La Flor de las Antillas Block Express.
Yes.
Añejo Fuente. 1926 Patron. Oliva V Melanio. Corona, specifically Corona.
Okay.
Plasencia Mafuego Lancero. Only Lancero. What else? Ashton Symmetry.
Yes.
Yeah. That's good.
Outside of that, I don't think that's pretty much what I pick up when I the things that I just told you. I probably buy it by the box when I want it because I
Yeah.
really like it.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. So Tiptoe say size matters.
Size
I actually
matters.
do. It
Yeah.
does matter. It does matter. It does matter, honestly.
It
There's
does.
some. I always explain to people that when you're creating a blend, it does not necessarily it's going to taste great in every single size.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not going to taste the same, but if you can make it in a way that 80% in essence tastes the same, it's
Sure.
great. But for example, how complex can you really make a Lancero? Like you really need to be precise to have room for maybe 2.5, 3.5 leaves, maybe binder and
Yeah.
filler. You for you to make a complex cigars, you have to be very precise. And the roller making that cigar cannot any day, and it sounds funny, have a family issue, wife issue the day before.
Hmm.
People don't even talk about that. You know how important it is for us that everybody that goes to the factory to roast cigars, how emotional, great they are,
Yeah.
and they must be. It is art. Imagine the master blender. When he's creating a blender, he had a problem, wife problem the day before. He does trashy cigars.
Oh yeah, because he's just sitting there,
Very bad.
just not there. Yeah.
Pissed off.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's part of the of the process, man. Like how psychology really is involved in the cigar making. Repeating the same cigar, great, 350, 400 times a day,
Yeah.
you gotta know what you're doing. Your emotion has to be great. That's why we put music. We want them to be happy. When you're happy, you make great, better cigars. When you're happy, you are willing to check, even if you don't get a bonus, if the cigar was great.
Yeah.
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 That's the way it works.
100%.
It's all relative.
Bring back up Texas Taurus's question, which is actually appropriate, which I'm surprised by. If you had to just smoke one of your cigars, which one would it be?
Well, I will need to ask what you typically smoke, mild, medium, or full. Based on that, if the people pay attention, that not many people really think about it, I can give you three options: mild, medium, and full. And the next day, mild, medium to full, and not repeat, which is gonna be Jackdaw, Finch, and Crow, Rook, Unkind, and Cuckoo.
Hmm.
More or less like that. So depending on
Okay.
that, if I want to go, probably, you know what, hands down, no problem. I'll probably go with the Finch. I believe it's simple, but in its simplicity, it has a lot to offer.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, we have to see what you ate before you ask me that question. How long have you been smoking before you ask me that question? What size you like to smoke? And are you willing to try? Because some people go, I only smoke Fanta. And that's
Mm-hmm.
fine. But that always
Mhm.
remind me what I did to one of my friends.
Hmm.
He told me, I know, Jonas, you have a brand or whatever, but I only smoke Fanta. Days goes by, months goes by. I took a house blend from a cigar shop and I
Mm-hmm.
put the band of Fuente and I gave it to him. Bro, I just bought you a Fuente. And he was like, you see? I only smoke Fuente, yeah? You see? You don't know shit about it.
You're not smoking Fuente.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
that that kind of bring me the information that I like to tell the people. What's the true meaning or why we really smoke cigars? I understand that the label, let's take outside whatever status it gave you or David or whatever. The label will make you remember that that cigar was good. Let's start there. Not about the
Yeah.
price, not about look at what's the band. It made me remember that's the cigar that I always have a pleasant or pleasure with it. But I always say, cigars bring people together. The cigar will really taste better when you're having a great atmosphere, great
Mm-hmm.
conversation with the people, but also therapy for you when you are with people and when you are without it. So the true meaning of having a cigar is a couple of things involved that is more the product than the brand itself. If the brand also touches you, you feel identified with it, amazing. But the first thing is the product and what gives you as a in the palate, how therapy here. Is that away from my house? Is that away from the problems? Is that a stress relief? That's the true meaning. More than I bought this. I can afford a $20 cigar. I can afford.
Yeah.
You're already losing this the meaning of smoking cigars.
Yeah. The point. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're missing it.
The point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
And I don't think you don't have a cigar that's $20, huh? Like all your cigars are pretty damn affordable.
But I will have the $20 cigar in PCA.
Okay.
Okay.
Coming out next year.
Yeah, but I believe that everything has to go step by step, building the confidence for the people willing to pay that kind of price for your brand. But
yeah,
I have bundle cigars. I have budget-friendly cigars, which is the Glitch. I have the core line. I have the short runs. And then I'm going to have the classic line, all of that, whatever. And the thing is, there's some shops that they need the $20 cigar because their overhead is high, the type of clientele. There's a couple of things involved that made me do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's some guys who just won't. They won't buy a sub $20. They just won't do it.
Exactly. So what?
Yeah.
Not everybody have the time like us. Or not like us, because I separated the time to do this. But not everybody have the time to go to a lunch, sit down every single day or every other day. There's a lot of people that they don't have that type of time. And they just want to go by the label. They go check out a couple of reviews, what looks fancy, boom, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you cannot think that every day you're going to have the chance to convince those type of people that they can probably smoke another thing that is not that high, which if you do that too, you're taking away profit from the shop owner. So it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So your whole thing was you're a crow fighting the eagles, essentially, right? So, well, one day will you make an eagle cigar? When you feel
is that the PCA cigar?
What I can tell you that I can make is a murder of crows.
Okay.
Nice.
I like it.
Nice.
I don't know about the
I like
eagle. Maybe. I gotta see. I think that's trademark already. But I think it will be more intriguing having a murder of crows.
Yeah.
So it's a little message that the crow now has an army.
Yeah.
That army are the fans, supporters, cigar shop, all of that. But also, if we go a little dramatic, murder of crows is probably a lot of brands got killed because of Blackbird. I don't want to go too deep on that.
I like it. It's a good message. I like it. Solid.
You should come out with a limited edition called The Lunch.
The what?
The lunch.
I can't let go of the Cigars Daily thing.
You can't get over
Him going and having lunch. I had a question for you. The Stiegel, which was I think a limited edition, right?
It was let's say shop exclusive for Harrisburg and Beer.
Yep. Where did the idea to do? I mean, obviously where the shop's located, but why do the Philadelphia Eagle Pittsburgh Steeler kind of mashup?
Actually, that was 80% the idea of the customer and friend James and Nick from Harrisburg and Beer, and we did a mixture of the best-selling cigars back then, which was the Unkind and the Crow, and we blended together, and we created the Stiegel.
Got it.
That's cool.
Nice.
That's cool.
Very cool.
Yes, sir.
What are some of the blenders that have most inspired you? Like, are there any blenders that you just yeah, I've just been inspired by it in general. I know we went over kind of some of the cigars you like outside of your brand. But do you have like I don't know, like a Mount Rushmore of blenders in your mind?
A blender that not really, man, because my mentor is the one that is my partner nowadays, which is my master blender, Papo El Caballo. He was the one that really teach me everything from the beginning. Outside of
Got it.
that, I can have respect. I don't go by the blender right now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to answer that question, but I can probably go by figures that I think they inspire me. Like, do you want a better brand persona? I don't know if I say it right. Than Carlito Fuente, he's a brand walking. He's the
Yeah.
best at it.
Yeah.
He's the best at it. Jonathan probably is the new era. Um, but let me see. I like probably the how can I say the how gentleman is Placencia Junior. How they
Okay.
are. They're not people that's always on camera, but it's like when I see them, I see probably how gentleman was the business 100 years ago, and we keep doing that type of thing. I don't know. I don't know if you get me.
No, I do.
Um, what else? I think I think that's the one that I can say. I like Nick Melillo, the way he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
And there's a couple guys that I think they are doing a phenomenal job in the industry.
Yeah. What was something that surprised you about starting a cigar brand, if anything?
Surprised me. Starting a brand. Uh, how lonely can you feel even maybe being famous?
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, and I try to turn that a little bit, which is working. The most of the time, if you go out there and you visit, let's just put a number, 5 shops in a day. Next day the same. You're not really building a friendship with the people around you. You are in the hyper mode. You gotta do this and that. You try to make everybody happy. Boom, boom, boom. Once you go back to the hotel, it's silence in the room.
Silence.
yeah. Yeah.
Nobody waiting for you, my man.
No family. Yeah.
Probably you call your wife if she's already sleeping. Your kids sleeping. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does feel lonely. So what I try to do is to really, really make friends in a way that is not only business. So everywhere I go, I can call somebody that we can have a different conversation that is not only tobacco for 10 hours straight in a day.
Yeah.
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 Right.
Even though we love it so much, in a day, 10 hours, 11 hours, talking about the same, repeating the brand information over and over again and how you started, Jonas? I'm like, here we go again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so
Restart.
funny when I think about it. But think about repeating that every single week, 5 times a day
Yeah.
for 4 years straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got
A
back
lot.
from Big Smoke because that's taking place in Vegas this weekend.
Mhm.
And, just to sit at one of the booths and watch somebody like, Matt Booth from Room
Mhm.
101 have to explain the exact same cigar that he's handing out to a couple of thousand people over and over and over again,
It's
even just that alone for the trade shows where you're dealing with like more general public than at PCA where it's more retailers and people that you've built, friendships with and relationships with. It's a lot.
it's a lot. I get along with Matt very, very good. Actually, I like him a lot.
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know. The people that don't get along with him, I'm pretty sure that they just lack a sense of humor.
pretty much because he's very cool. Uh,
Mhm.
but for example, that you want to be cool with everybody, and maybe some people are a little sensitive and they don't understand really the feeling. But if we go like some people still ask me, so where can I find your cigars?
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing that I really want to answer, but I can't, is you don't have smartphones in Google? Because if you type in Blackbird cigar,
Sure. Yeah.
there's a big list that
Yeah.
will tell you where to find it.
Yeah.
But you gotta be cool with them because at the end of the day, it's somebody that is gonna support you,
Sure.
and you gotta be thankful about it. But that
Yeah.
doesn't mean what I just said is logical. Google, you probably use it every single day,
Yeah.
and it will tell you where to find it. Um,
Well, that's
Also,
also kind of
that
like the interesting thing about the industry too, is that so many people just still go off of what Cigar Aficionado prints and
Yeah.
what they see advertised in a magazine. That's, it's very different for even
Antiquated.
us doing this on this platform and reviewing cigars and talking about cigars and bringing on obviously people from brands, right, to introduce you to more people, because it's like a newer format for a lot of cigar consumers.
yeah, maybe people will be like, oh, by what you guys review in Infamous, that's what I go by, because they turn fans of things. Some people are fans of Cigar Aficionado. People are fans of you. People are fans of Team Cigars Daily. So
Right.
they go by fans of a lot of things, and based on that, that's what we like. Because at the end of the day, people follow people, and they gravitate to an energy that
Mm-hmm.
they like, and they feel. That's just how the world goes. But I will always say, man, if you really like tobacco, there's a lot of sources, a
Yeah.
couple books. Try, and whatever you don't like, don't feel bad about it. All right, next, try,
Yeah.
go, ask questions, not the
Yeah.
same ones, not the same ones, because when a brand has a couple of years already, you can go to YouTube and whatever, you're gonna find interviews about that guy. If I
Yeah.
have a guy that I want to know, I will really go to great questions. Like, I would like to know, when you're not smoking cigars, what do you do, man?
Mm.
What type of
Yeah.
music do you listen?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like boxing or you like UFC? When you're smoking a cigar specifically, I know you smoke cigars at cigar shops, but where and doing what you really like to smoke cigars, and why? That would be amazing question. Because if they ask me, I would tell you the best way for me to stimulate my palate smoking cigars will be having different cuts of meats, medium, rare, medium, different drinks, different type of wines, different type of cheese. Puff, eat. Puff, bite. Puff, drink. That's where I really enjoy smoking my cigars. Stimulating
What
the
do
palate over and over again.
what do you like to
Uh,
pair the most often, do you find, as far as a beverage with your cigars? Is it alcohol? Is it non-alcoholic?
no, no. I have a couple of months right now without drinking for a reason. But when I'm drinking,
Mm-hmm.
I like tequila. When I
Okay.
have from mild to medium body cigars, I like
Okay.
Casa Dragones. It will never change the flavor. It will enhance it. When you have a medium to full body cigar like Crow, it will be whiskey, some type of bourbon. I just don't have. I'm not good at bourbon brands because I'm from the DR. Some rums.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Medium, straight medium. I like Cabernet wines, Camus, things like that, and different cuts of meats will be always great.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Do you like any other wine besides Cabernet?
Not anymore. I used to like Merlot, but it's too dry. And if I go to
Mm.
Porto, it's too sweet for me. It will be like
Mm.
2 ounces, and I'm done. That's me.
Yeah,
I
makes
prefer
sense.
Cabernet, honestly.
No sherry. Still too sweet. Okay.
No,
Too
no, no,
sweet.
no, no. I don't like sweet. That's why I
Gotcha.
prefer to eat desserts in Germany, Netherlands, because they do it. Italy, not too sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what regions of the country do you see your cigars being the most successful in? Because you're flying around a lot, the last year. Like, where do you see your brand growing the most regionally? Or is it across the board even?
I will have to say two things. There's a growth when we talk about how many shops in that area have it, and there's some states that maybe it's 2-3 shops, but they're doing humongous numbers. So Arizona, just by team itself, is great.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is growing like crazy, and probably whoever is working brands, probably Philadelphia, Pennsylvania will be one of the top ones because of the tax that they don't have. They're good with it. I am growing in all the arounds of Texas. I'm growing a lot over there. I'm doing great with Greg in Ohio. So it all spread out, but it still have a lot of rooms to grow. So many things to do, man. I don't know if the best way is really to have in as many shops as possible, or probably give your true love and time to 250. Because if you say 250 will have my full love, my full time, they're gonna have the specials, the short runs, the limited editions, everything that I do, and I focus on them. And you say 250 times 20K, just do the math.
Yeah. Not too shabby.
That can be a solid number.
Yeah, absolutely. But we are past the hour mark that we scheduled to have Jonas on. Jonas, bro, I know it's late over there. It's past 11:15. Bro, thank you for your time. It was great to talk to you. Great to hear your story. How freaking passionate you are about your brand.
Definitely.
You're a very passionate man.
Yeah.
Thank you. I always say, you don't have to say you're passionate about it. You just have to go with the flow and talk about it, do it, and people will understand it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Hey, anything you want to plug, like any upcoming releases that you want to go into more detail on, or just wait till that happens?
Okay, so the Graco, for example, I said the name. I'm not gonna say it again. So there's gonna be a show run that we're gonna do with Tip Top Smoke, Greg. I think he's the reason why I'm here with you guys, if I'm not wrong.
Yep.
The beautiful thing that I like to do is that I like to do it in combination with the people. So what I did a herb with Greg and a group of guys, and I said, you know what? They just gave me the vibe of that. Do you know what? What if we blend something together? I'm gonna make you the 2 best cigars I think it can fit for you guys. You guys tell me which one you like, and after that, we're gonna make the brand. I think that's beautiful, and it all goes again to cigars unify people, and that's beautiful when you do it that way without thinking only about dollar signs. And we understand we all need to pay the bills, but I prefer to see the dollar signs as the side effect of being successful. Let's make it right. This money will come if you do it right. People will support you if you do it right.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I think right now, the only thing that I want to say is about the Tip Top project that I'm doing. Greg deserved it, and he has supported my brand a lot. And him and his wife were amazing with me when I was there. So, expect for the project from Tip Top Smoke.
Props to Greg.
Absolutely.
Well, Jonas, thank you for your time, sir. It was great to learn more about you, learn more about your brand. You even got the little emoji there.
Thank you guys so much for the invitation. Thank you so much, guys. Yep. I hope to do this again with you guys in the future.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Thanks a lot, Jonas. Appreciate it. And good luck with everything. Brother.
Appreciate you being on.
See you, man.
Take care.
That was Jonas.
All right.
Super
Jonas,
cool dude.
awesome. Definitely, yeah. I dig all the attention to details he does on his bands. I just realized that he has little embossed birds on them. I'm like, that's pretty sweet, man.
You never noticed the pull tab?
I didn't realize that's what it was. And then he also has embossed birds in the background of his bands. It's very subtle, but I like it. Yeah, the designer in me really, I've always dug his marketing, and then the bands are just so vibrant.
I think that's what he said his degrees in is digital marketing or marketing.
Yep.
That's cool, dude.
That was cool. Yeah, dude, the pull tab thing. When I first got a Blackbird and I did that, I was like, why has no one else done this? I mean, and it takes someone to innovate, and it would happen to be him. But
100%.
Yeah, never tears the wrapper, so it's great.
So, Mike,
cool.
What's up,
Mike? This last hour, we're just gonna pick your brain about the Big Smoke.
Yeah.
I didn't even have an opportunity to take off my wristband. It just
oh shit,
came straight home.
Did you get any Drew Estates thrown into your pocket today?
No, I did not stop by the Drew Estate booth.
What booths did you? We saw the picture with Sanj of Sanj, so you probably spent some time with him. How was he doing?
He was doing very well. I think that we're going to catch dinner tomorrow night after the show ends. But he was doing his photo ops and passing out T-shirts and stickers and sticks, and then gave me a couple of unreleased things.
Very cool.
One of them being the SP1014 India, which was the green graphic behind him.
Very cool.
Yep. Nice.
Yep. So I have that. Actually, the bag is right here. Hold on. Got the bag right here. Let me go.
Yeah, to turn off his camera because he's not wearing pants. That's how quick he came in.
Trying to wash up a little bit.
Well, I figured out why it was so dark during the first hour of the stream. It was just because I had my light tilted up, so it's taking away the ISO. But I have some Kindle.
There you go.
We got to keep warm.
Oh yeah,
I got that.
100%.
Burn that bread bear.
There you go.
Got that. This is the new size of the Diamond Crown by J.C. Newman. So we got that.
Okay.
And then I don't know if I'm allowed to show these on camera, but if Sanj is watching, I'm sorry, Sanj. But this is the new red and black Lancero.
Hold on, if we're gonna get in trouble, we gotta make sure you actually get in trouble. There you go. Very cool.
And then this will be the SP1014 India.
You said red and black, so it's a combination of the two?
I'm not sure, actually. It has the red and the black to it. And when he was talking to me, we were kind of rushed because he was doing photo ops. So
sure.
Yeah.
He was like, but this is the India. So yeah, he's got his little flag at the top, and then it's open foot.
Okay.
So
dope.
Yeah. Possibly smoke that later on tonight. And then I stopped by and saw our boy over at Grand Habano. I stopped by and saw Boofy.
Nice. How was George? How's Matt?
George and Matt were both good. And then the only other booth that I stopped by was to go see my buddy Hector over at Casada. And that was it. That's all I had time for.
Cool, man.
Okay.
There's a lot of companies showing there. I saw a list. It was probably like 30 around there.
Yeah. Yeah. I did pop by and take a look at the Crux booth. Mr. Ventura did not make it out this show.
Okay.
He got the weekend off. So hopefully he's having a good time. But yeah, there were a lot of them. You know, the typical LFD, Fuente, Padron, the people that are generally always involved with cigar aficionado. Rocky was there, you know, and all that stuff.
All the big boring.
With this,
yeah,
all the big boards. With this being a more, sorry, this lighter is freaking loud. But with this being like a more fan geared event, like not just retailers, not just, you know, manufacturers, people that are fans of cigars going there, did anybody recognize you?
Just people from the brand that know me, brands that know me. I was kind of like, first off, I was in my work attire, right? Because today was technically a work day. So I had on my suit jacket, my usual get up, and like by the time that I got in there, the VIP line and the general admission line being that it was at the Paris Hotel, they kind of just like commingled. And I'm like, hey, which one's the VIP line? And then they point in the direction. So I like feel like I skipped about 150, 200 people and just like went into that line, got my wristband. And then they bring you into another like open pathway to the convention hall. And the line from the other side of the wraparound was going in. And I guess that they were part of the VIP line too. So I'm literally watching like a line of about 300 people slowly start to meander in there. And the VIPs get an hour before, so they get 5:30 p.m. access, and then general admission gets 6:30. It's already like 5:40. And I'm like, I got to be out of here at 6:30, like to try to make this actually a thing. Because it's going to take me all of 30 minutes to get home, 15 minutes to set up. I got to take down the Halloween stuff because it's November 1st. Right. And I don't want to be that guy.
Still Day of the Dead. You could have gone away with it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I didn't have to take down the Halloween stuff, but I wanted to. And then two of my suppliers that both work for different whiskey and tequila brands, they were like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm waiting for the line." They're like, "Just come over here, man. Like, cut through this shit." So I walked in with them, and it was probably about like 5:45 that I hit the floor, and then I just, dropped them off at Fuente, and I was like, "I'm out. Peace. You guys enjoy." Enjoy your sun-grown.
Yeah. The guest has a question. Have you guys smoked the Grand Habano Blue and Green this year? Half Wheel rated it really high. I've never smoked that cigar.
Nope.
No, but I keep hearing good things about it. So that, yeah, I'm not surprised. So yeah, it's on my radar because you're probably the third or fourth person I've heard this year that has had something good to say about it.
That one has the blue band, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Looks like a Johnny Walker bottle band.
Yeah.
You reviewed that one, right, Mike?
I did. That was one that kind of cracked all over the place for me.
Yeah.
And it was
also Connecticut.
Like really, yeah.
I got the same one sitting in the humidor. I saw your review and I was like, "Oh wait, I'll just wait."
To be honest, so that was sent out by Unicorn Hunters, and it was one of their monthly packs.
Yeah,
and that was one of the ones that when I spoke with the owner of Unicorn Hunters, he was like, "Man, I can't believe that you didn't like that blue and green. That was like my favorite cigar in that pack that month." And I'm like, it was just, I think I got a bad one, kind of deal.
Yeah.
So I have the one that Grand Habano sent out, and I'd love to do a redux because I want to give that cigar probably what it deserves, which is a better showing.
For sure, dude. Yeah. So how's everybody's weeks?
Pretty good. Which is your favorite liga? It's a question in the chat from Curtis.
Flying pig. Feral flying pig.
Well, I had the H99 and the 9 last night, and normally I really like the H99, but I think in John's review that he talked about it, you said some people get like charred flavors, right? Something like that. Yeah, I've never gotten that till the one I smoked last night, and I put that thing out almost immediately because I was like, nope, this isn't the one I had before. It's not good anymore. And that 9 was great, which is funny because the last time I smoked the 9, I didn't like it. So
QC, dude.
Yeah.
It's like what Jonas was talking about with consistency. Yeah. Like that is the most important part about a company, and like being able to have that consistency. Even a company like Drew Estate, as huge as them, they have very evident QC issues from our experiences.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the H99 from my palate, and I only had one, so take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, I just got that charred, roasty. It just wasn't. Yep. It did not hit me at all. I was like, this is not good.
What size did you smoke, DJ and John?
Like the Toro, somewhere.
Toro. Yeah. Toro. Yeah. I like the T52, but the one I had recently wasn't that good. Speaking of consistency again, but I've had two before that I really enjoyed more than the number 9. So, yeah.
The one I've only had it a couple of times, but both of them were amazing. Was the 10-year. The 10-year Adversario.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
That'd probably be
Great cigar.
I was thinking of the core lines, but yeah, that's probably my favorite. That's a good call.
This Tabernacle Red's doing pretty well for me right now.
I love that.
And a Corona too.
Nice.
Yes. That's the best size, in my opinion. I love that thing.
It's very good.
Yeah. I got the Baca.
Oh, nice.
I like that.
I just rewatched DJ's review.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
The stupid.
Yeah, little guy right there.
The stupid.
You know, it's designed to slide right in.
Dude, they age well too. I've had this box of them for like, I don't know, 8 months or so. Like I know it's not really like aged, but they're getting better and better.
The one that you sent me, was that out of that box?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Light that bad boy up this weekend.
It's a good cigar.
Yeah, dude, my week was good. It's just busy, man. Just the job, kids, birthdays, Halloween, and then us getting the cigar business spun up. I'm just exhausted. So,
Yeah.
But
a lot. I'm sure.
Yeah, I
that's
saw
a
you
lot.
posting all the updates, all the videos.
yeah, I'm pumped. I'm behind on everything, dude. My cigar content, my giveaway, the
Plug your page.
What'd you say?
Plug your page.
Garrison.cigar.bar. Follow me on Instagram. Garrison.cigar.bar.
There you go. Go see the progress of John's mobile cigar bar. It's pretty cool. He's already got videos up. Go follow him.
I appreciate
I gotta do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta do that too. Oh,
Yeah,
look at this guy.
Yeah.
What? You got a tiny
Shout out.
house.
Shout out to DJ. He designed the logos. We got a couple variations. So yeah, it was supposed to be done already. We've had some delays, but the guy's good. He just had a family emergency and some other stuff happened, but we're coming down to the end of it. So hopefully it might be ready this weekend, but probably no later than this week. And then I'm gonna go full bore to marketing it, promoting it, all that. But it's been a lot, man. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting though. Very exciting.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah. The inventory's been the funnest part. It's like I'm like a kid in a candy shop, man.
Literally.
You're like, look at all these cigars I don't get a touch.
yeah. I expensed one already. I did expense one. I got the B2 Viso Jalapa 2022 LEs.
Nice.
Not going to be a huge seller, but it was just this little box. I'm like, for the super boutique people, I'm gonna buy this, and I expensed one of them myself. So that's
how many facings of Drew Estate do you need to pick up before they give you some Ligas?
I'm buying from wholesalers. So I in Texas you can't legally buy from brands. So
nice.
Yeah. So yeah, you
That's
gotta go wholesale. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys do that with the booze too, because you have the B stores. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are all regulated up the wazoo. That's not
we're a fun state.
Surprisingly, because Texas is typically very deregulated, but surprisingly regulated with tobacco. But it's all good.
And alcohol.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That 3-tier system.
Mm-hmm. Well, you guys have like you got like the 3.5. You got the 3.5.
Oh, is it? Is it?
Yeah,
okay.
Basically, the way that it would work is that me as a distributor, I can't sell directly to you. I have to sell it to the B store, which then makes the price that you get. So I give the price to the B store. They buy it at a discount. You get whatever the state decides.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, the interior wood's all done. So I think I'm going to actually use that as my new studio, because I just think it'll look way better than the brick and the cactus and the glaring lights back here. So
it's not bad. It's not bad, but the trailer would be better in my opinion.
Yeah.
The Garrison Pickle Mobile.
Yeah. I am going to come out with some merch for Alchemist, and it is going to involve the cactus and the pickle. So
Nice
for that too.
Very cool.
I'll stop plugging, but while we're on the subject,
You're good.
Don't have to stop. Don't have to stop, dude.
No, man, that's what we want to talk about.
Yeah. Did you guys have a good Halloween? Anyone? Any y'all do anything fun?
We just took the girls trick or treating. It was fun. They were out way later. Last year, our neighborhood was crazy dead, and this year it was pretty busy. So we even I brought out the lights that were behind me, and we set up outside. And my neighbor, who's starting a cigar channel, he has a pretty cool lifted truck. He had his lights going. I had my lights going. We had a little party outside. It was fun.
Nice,
cool, man.
It seemed like there were more kids out in our neighborhood too. Like just people in general were. Nice. A lot more active.
Yeah, we had littles at almost 9 o'clock, a whole herd of them, just teeny tiny little kids. And I'm like, all right, this is cool.
Yeah. Cool. Our neighborhood was surprisingly slow. Usually it's really busy. And then I don't know. It was just weird. It just wasn't as fun this year, but it was still good. But it threw me off because the weather was perfect, but maybe it's because it was on a weekday. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, next year is Friday, which is going to be very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I dressed.
Oh, go ahead.
I dressed up like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, you're Pooh Bear.
I saw that. Yeah.
I was Pooh Bear.
You did not match at all.
No,
not even kind of.
It wasn't a matching. My wife and I were not a matching duo. We did not attempt. And she was Rey from Star Wars, and I was Winnie the freaking Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
Was Rutherford Piglet?
We're both Disney characters. No, Rutherford, he'd be Eeyore. If he is pig-like. He is pig-like, but he's more Eeyore-like, in my opinion.
For sure.
Yeah, he hates wearing anything. We had the dog rocket. We had the Acme rocket on his back. He's shook it off immediately. He hates wearing anything. Old bastard. Awesome. I dressed up like Pooh Bear. Went to the local park. There's a little get together there. Ate some pizza. Ate some za. Walked around like Pooh Bear for the kids to kids in the neighborhood to ooh, Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear. It's yeah.
What inspired the Pooh Bear costume? Just sitting around one day and you're like, I want to be Winnie.
I love Winnie the Pooh and I hate Xi Jinping. I hate the president of China. So
all right.
it was.
Wait, hold on. Did I miss something in the lore?
Oh, do you not know that?
What does the president of China have to do with Winnie the Pooh?
He looks exactly
like Winnie the Pooh, and he's outlawed. He's outlawed any depictions of Winnie the Pooh in China
because they
make fun of him.
Yes, because he has thrown people in jail. It's a jailable offense to equate him to Winnie the Pooh. Yes,
that's amazing. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I had no idea. That's awesome.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
He looks exactly like Winnie the Pooh. It's so funny. It's so fucking funny.
I'm gonna look into this. I never heard this. That's amazing.
Oh, it's a big thing. It was like a huge meme 10 years ago or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so next year you have to be Texas Sources said. Yeah.
I'm getting in trouble.
Yeah.
You're like,
maybe in California, come to Texas and trick or treat and do it. You'll be fine.
And then after that, my wife and I just got into bed early, just because all right, we did our thing in the neighborhood. Let's just it was 8 p.m. We just got into bed. It was so nice to just have the rest of the evening just to chill and just lounge. It was nice. I have to do that more often. Get into bed earlier.
Nice. That's cool, dude. My 3-year-old. So her
probably why
birthday's
I'm more with it right now. Okay.
You got that.
Happy belated.
Hours.
Yeah, but she, dude, she refused to let let us carry her bag for her. So just little 3-year-old, dude. I mean, it took us forever to trick or treat because she wanted to walk too, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So I took the older girls. We were like a quarter mile ahead of my wife because it was just like, and we would come back and regroup and stuff. But just it was adorable. But yeah, she was very afraid of her cousin's dinosaur outfit because it looked like this scary like raptor thing. And then she's trick-or-treating,
be right back.
and there's one of these like kind of haunted house homes in the neighborhood, and there's this guy dressed as like a demon, and he's acting like a statue. And then as the kids walk up, he like comes out and gives them candy, and she just like walks right up to him. He has like red eyes all lit up, and she's just like, thank you. I'm like, we're at to teach her a little bit more about stranger danger. I don't know, but she's
too young to be afraid, dude. Doesn't know yet.
Yeah, it was hilarious. But
I saw this TikTok where like it was a family walking up to a house for trick or treat, and they had like on the right they had a bucket of candy for the kids, and on the left they had this ice chest that said adults, which you insinuate is like beer in there or something. The dad walked up to the ice chest, opened it up, and it was a person in there, like, like fucking surprised the shit, scared the crap out of the dad. It was so fun. The dad just ran away.
Yeah,
it's very funny.
Damn.
Yeah, it's fun. I would enjoy it.
Earlier in the day, kind of off topic now, but my girls were pretending to smoke cigars at their hot dogs, so we had to have that conversation with them.
Are you kidding me? My youngest would pick them up all the time, and I'm like, nope, no, I don't need any evidence of that happening.
Yeah. My wife was like, they're using their hot dogs as cigars. I was like, I'll talk to them.
Oh yeah, they do that all the time. They don't, they know it's not good for them to do, but they're kids.
Yeah. I saw N4 UPD's comment. Did you give out cigars to adults for adult trick-or-treaters?
Man, I would, but like you give one to someone who's like 20 and not 21, and I'm not going down that road.
No. Yeah. Very smart.
Yeah, our neighborhood had they had adult beverages, Jello shots, hot dogs, all that stuff. It's fun.
Nice.
It's cool, man.
Nice. Matt, I saw you and Michael were doing the live review of what were y'all reviewing again?
The Tat Black 2011 Petite Lancero.
Yep.
Great cigar.
Was it good? I only caught a little bit of it. But it ended up right. Nice.
You'll have one on the way to you very soon.
Ah, okay. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a great cigar. Mike and I had fun. It was a chill live. Just smoked. No, we didn't dress up. That night. It was a nice chill live stream.
Yeah.
With a great cigar and great company.
Because I didn't have like a backup review. I was going to post the Need One Humidor tour from the new Need One that they sent out. And then when I sent them the preview the night before to watch, they were like, yeah, we don't have any in stock right now. Can you delay it till November 10th? I'm like,
perfect.
I'm like, okay.
Thanks.
I got nothing. Nothing. Sorry, guys.
Oh man, I pushed publish. My bad. Sorry. Shit. Well, all right.
Yeah. Bubblegum cigars. I remember those. And bubblegum cigarettes.
Oh, yeah,
or
the
chocolate cigarettes
are pretty good. We've me and DC did those on the channel.
Mm-hmm. Was that last year or the year before?
That was probably 2 years at this point. Yeah. One of them has a weird too soft consistency, and it feels like you're chewing on a piece of poop. Like it's that squishy. And I did not like it at all. Yeah, it was too soft. And you're like, no, Like if you've ever picked up poop before, that but in chewing gum. And I was like, yeah, no, this is weird. I don't like it. Why is it so different? It's the same exact little chewing gum brand. Yeah.
Do they still have like the warnings for like looking out for like razor blades and stuff like that from when we were kids?
Like I've only seen joke ones where they're like, I found a nail and an edge, or was like an edge trimmer or something like that. Yeah. Do you know where that came about originally? A dad poisoned his kid and tried to kill him with pixie sticks, and then he told the police that he got the pixie sticks from this specific house, but they weren't home at that time, and he tried to kill his kid with pixie sticks, fake pixie sticks. But
oh, that's dark.
Pretty much like the worst candy too. That sucks. That sucks. But I mean, like, let's be real, right? Pixie sticks they're probably like bottom tier, right? Because it's like everything chocolate at the top, and then like most of the sour stuff just kind of falls just naturally.
Yeah. You know, fun things.
Was razor blades and apples ever like an actual thing?
I think it may have been at one point. My wife said when she was growing up, they found one in a piece of candy. But I mean, I don't know. I grew up in Mobile. We didn't have nothing like that. And, you know, I never, we went all over the place. It was fine. I don't know. But, you know, there's sick people in this world. So I wouldn't put it past anyone.
At least poison me with S-tier candy, Dad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah. Injected in a Snickers or something.
Yeah, there you go. We all know S-tier candy's a Snickers. Let's go. Like a Reese's or something.
My daughter's allergic to peanuts, so I get all the peanut M&Ms, the Reese's, the Snickers. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, my kids last year, they really liked one specific candy. I can't remember what it was. And we came back home and they had almost an entire bag of just that one. And they looked at it and they're like, oh, I guess I don't. I'm like, yeah, this is what you picked. Like most of the time you get to pick what you want. You got like 1,000 Milky Ways and nothing else. So I hope you really enjoy it. But yeah, I mean, when we were growing up, there was a lot of variety and different shit. And now it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Like at every house. It's pretty lame.
Yeah.
Candy drop off. Speaking of candy.
There you go.
What you got?
This is Mallow Top. This is marshmallow Reese's from Easter.
Jesus.
Didn't know they made that.
Yeah. So good. Yeah, one of my daughters got a French toast Kit Kat.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah. The ghosts.
Those are new,
Yeah. Those are good.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So what's the best cigar y'all have had recently?
I don't know about best cigar, but the freaking worst cigar I've had recently was that Weller Cohiba. I smoked it before the live stream.
Oh. Well, I hope it's better for you, Michael.
I mean, I'll bring out the bottle of Weller. So
that's why I sent it. Yeah.
Bro, was that the 2024? The 2024 one? Was it black or blue?
I have no idea. It was in a tubo when I sent it.
A black tubo or blue?
Black.
Mine's this year's, which is blue.
Gotcha.
You could have better luck. I hope you have better luck, Mike, because that was up there with the M81.
Holy shit!
Holy moly!
I think that I have a one in a green tube or like a dark green. Is that like from some years before?
I don't know.
They've all been black up to this point.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, I just know I was like, realistically, I'm not gonna get a bottle of Weller, and I bet Michael has one. So, yeah, you do it better justice than I would. Plus, it gets used.
Sean
you
in the
probably
comments
have an easier time finding Weller in Texas than I do out here in Vegas, to be honest.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go buy that just for a video.
Well, I mean, like the standard Weller's not that bad. It's like what, $50, $40.
This is true, but I don't drink, so I just have it now, and I'm
You
like,
drink.
cool.
You just like it a little bit more on the foo side. That's all.
No, 100%. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. I love a good Cosmo. It's fine.
Shit, no, my God. Yeah, let me just drink just whiskey. Fuck that. No,
yeah,
thanks.
you're not just drinking straight whiskey from the bottle like Matt with his Macallan.
No, thank you. I'm gonna pinky up this shit the whole way down, man.
Like, give me a flamingo and a tiny umbrella.
Yeah, give me a lemon drop. I'd rather drink that any day.
Well, Sean put the Crux Limitada as the best cigar ever, so I guess you had that one recently. I need to try.
I do like that cigar. That's a good cigar right there. Very solid.
I had the ESG for the first time last night. That was very enjoyable.
The definition I smoked today was good. I don't know how to pronounce it. Hold on.
Throw off the band.
It's the light, like teal one.
Oh.
Let me see. Oh God, what is this?
Was that a Figurado?
No, it was just a Toro. It's their strongest cigar.
Oh.
I don't even know. I thought that's the wrong website. That internet resource page. Oh no, it's called Di Figaro. I guess it's a Figaro. It doesn't look like one. It just has like a little, nipple at the end.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good cigar though.
Yeah.
And yeah, Derek, the ESG, dude, that was delicious. I can't believe it took me that long.
ESG's tits, Weller is not. Agreed, Derek. And now, DJ, have you come to any further conclusions about the grant? Okay.
No, definitely not doing it tonight.
Reveal? No,
probably not. I don't know. The consensus was no. So,
no, that's surprising.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people, the comment I got a lot from people was like, it's like when Kiss took off their face paint. And I'm like, I don't think it's that extreme, but I agree.
Oh, speaking of plugs, we have to plug DJ's channel, right? I mean, we're how many subs away from 10K, bro?
Not far. Like 110 maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting
Y'all gotta like and subscribe to Pick Jimmy, man.
Oh no, 99 more souls.
Let's go.
Nice,
dude.
Under 100, nice. Double digits, man. Congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah, I started posting just a shit ton of shorts, and then for some reason, one guy went through all of them and did a little Christian message on like every single post, which pissed off some people. So then that one video got to like 17,000 views or something like that, just because of people arguing. And I'm like, I don't care what any of you say, but thank you so much. Have a great Tuesday.
You're like, bless you all.
Yeah.
God bless.
It's like, go nuts. Keep going. Have this argument on all of them. Get it back up there.
Yeah.
I'm tired of posting shorts and it gets 100 views. I'm like, in YouTube.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Thank you, the guests.
That's cool, man.
Nice. There you go.
Very cool.
Yeah, that is I have that cigar, the E.H. Taylor. I know that's another one of those, blended to be paired with the whiskey, the bourbon.
Yep.
I haven't smoked it yet. It seems that like every single cigar that's blended to be paired with the whiskey by itself is not enjoyable. Like you have to be wasted to enjoy that cigar.
Well, I mean, all of these are derivatives of the Buffalo Trace distillery. So, Pappy, EH, it's all part of Sazerac and, the Buffalo Trace distillery to a certain extent,
What about the blackened?
The blackened is not. That is That is a completely different whiskey brand.
They have no excuse.
Yeah, I mean, like I think the major problem is that it's hard to make a catch-all cigar for everybody, right? So in making one to pair with a specific whiskey, it's like certain people like certain whiskeys just like they like certain cigars. And when you're trying to do both at the same time, it's really difficult. And that's why I guess that like I try to showcase individual brands in multiple categories, but I also try to always like preface it with like, you know, category wise. And even Jonas said it, you know, like he was like, with mild and medium cigars, I like tequila, and I like this tequila personally, Casa Dragones, right? And then he said, for medium, I like Cabernet, and then for, you know, the really heavy stuff, I prefer my rums and my whiskeys for that. And it's like, you know, that's a good kind of catch-all for everything, because he said, you know, agave spirits for the lighter, grassier stuff, which makes sense, but I like to drink this tequila, you know, specifically.
Yeah.
And it's like, that one that he mentioned, that's a $300 bottle of sipping tequila. So it's not like everybody's going to go out there and try that, but you can get that experience with a lot of other tequilas and not have to spend that much. It really just depends on what you like to drink. So,
yeah.
I got to call this out. Oh, go ahead, Matt.
I was responding to Curtis. You're going to have to wait for the review. Just, you know, there's a little teaser for you. Just know it's not getting unparalleled.
And
it's not going to make the end of the year list.
You might make one of them.
The naughty list.
I can't tell if Peter's being serious about the ESG or not. I'm sure he is because of PPS. But
it's Peter. Of course it is.
You're so wrong, Peter. I thought we were on the same page with the Angel Share today. He posted in my Discord, and now you post that, and I'm just.
Dude, he gave that a B tier.
The ESG.
That's like, the Angel Share. He gave it a B tier, John.
No, he gave it an A tier. An A tier. He gave that an A tier, bro.
Not today. The double Corona or Presidente that he smoked. Not today. B tier.
All right. All right. Well,
today was a B. Confirmed. Fuck you.
Size matters, so whatever.
There you go.
Yeah.
Whatever.
How was that unkind? I wanted to smoke mine, but it was too wet.
It was pretty good. That's what
it's called, right? I called the wrong thing.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
That's it.
I enjoyed it. With most of the Blackbirds I've had, I just get a little bit. I don't know. They're just there's a little roughness about them. That's been kind of consistent for me throughout the portfolio.
Yeah.
But I will say it was one of the better ones I've had from them. So I think the Cuco is still my favorite. But it was still an enjoyable cigar. So you definitely get some of that Pennsylvania broadleaf, the Brazilian wrapper. That's the one he was mentioning, the Cubra.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice. It's worth trying.
Yeah, I lit up the Crow before he went through his stages, and I was like, oh shit, I went straight to the heavier one as soon as I lit it up, and I'm like, my palate is now gone. That's like 2 full-bodied cigars back to back for me, basically.
How was that one?
It was good. It's just it's a full-bodied, nice MSA, I think, wrapper. So it's there. It's not. I smoked the Hawk Cubra. Hot Cuba right afterwards, and I could hardly taste it, but it was good. I tasted Brazil for a little bit, and then I got really, really light. So I lit up this definition because at this point, that's what I need to smoke.
Yeah.
I taste anything.
What was the one that you sent DJ and I, John? The Finch.
Yeah.
Have you had that before, John?
I have not.
Okay.
Did you send me a Finch? I gotta go find it then.
Yeah. I believe it was the same band as the one that John sent me. It's like kind of like a tealish kind of rap band on it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like It's like light blue and like faded orange for lettering, something like that. It's the Sumatra, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Not this one, right?
No, not the Hawk Tua.
Okay. Gotcha.
The Hawk Tua.
It's the Hawk Cobra.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the new Placencia Year of the Snake?
No.
Yes.
Did you hear about it?
Yes.
Have you heard about it?
Yes.
John, what do you think?
Well, you might know something. I don't know. I saw it announced. I didn't even bother looking at the details. I just saw it was the what is the Vitola with the 3
Culebra.
Yeah.
There's a Culebra in the center. There's a Culebra in the center, and then it's flanked by Lanceros. A line that's had a plethora of construction issues. What does Placencia do? Let's come out with the Culebra and Lanceros.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Oh, dude. I saw it and I just immediately was like, I don't care. Like,
I'll tell you what, if the execution is good, it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You're the Snake, Lancero, got a Culebra in the middle, like it makes perfect sense. But it has to.
Sounds like marketing to me.
I mean, I'm not saying that I won't smoke it.
Oh, we're all gonna smoke it. We're all gonna fucking smoke it at some point.
I mean, only if it shows up for free. I ain't buying any of their shit.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Peter just said he's gonna send it to me.
I hope that it's at least using less tobacco, at least for the Lanceros. The Culebra is probably gonna be like I don't know, 60, 65, whatever dollars. But at least a Lancero, I hope they bring it down in price because they brought it down last year. The year of the rabbit was 45. The year of the dragon was 40. So I hope at least with the year of the snake, with it being a Lancero, they maybe bring it down to 35.
Just keep not buying it, and they will have to.
I think that I saw it in the thing with the what the expected was, right? It was like in the 40s.
Fuck.
Well,
yeah, look at what Greg said. He essentially has to give them away because they're so overpriced and so doesn't match the quality of experience doesn't match the price point.
Yeah, you can get so many other different cigars for the cost of one of their average cigars.
I've not had a good one for my palate. Not one of them has been good.
No, watch, you're gonna love the Culebra.
Oh yeah. And I like Placencia, man. I like them. Just
triple live review.
Hate those.
Why? They should have taken our notes and just freaking come out. Anything that they do LE, come out with the Cortez. Just make it a Cortez. Make it that fat perfecto. That's their best size. That's the best size that they do.
Yeah, it is. And maybe don't charge $50 for it and have
That'll
it
help.
fall apart.
That'll help.
Yeah. They would be wise to follow Jonas's thing with the little tab because their shit, you always rip it all off with their bands.
And they're very brittle wrappers.
Every time.
Here it is. You're the Snake. It looks like
What we got, Mike?
$49.
Oh my god!
They went up.
Yeah,
for Lancero.
It's all special now.
That's the expected.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
I saw that announced. I also saw. I'm excited about the Patina 2024 LE. Looks cool. And then
I saw that. Yeah.
That looks cool. And then Crown Heads just announced the Las Calaveras Decien. So I'm trying to see if they
that one's shipping. It was announced a while ago because I put a pre-order in probably like 3 months ago. And I think the shipment was delayed for whatever reason. So those just shipped. So should be getting those in at some point. Yeah, I'm hoping Crown Heads does something good this year.
Oh, dude, wouldn't that be 3 duds in a row at that point?
I wasn't a fan of Lost CAW. I know a lot of people haven't had good experiences with the Mil Diaz Maduro, but I like the Dopus. The
I like
Dopus
that one,
Mil Diaz.
I like it.
I like that cigar. Some people did not have the best experience. I have had others in other sizes that really weren't anything special. They weren't bad, but they weren't that great. I know people weren't pumped on the Blood Medicine this year's release and the Toro.
Yeah. That was okay.
You thought it was okay?
Yeah.
That one Maduro.
The Coronetta.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Yeah, that was rough.
Rough.
Yeah, I haven't smoked mine just because everyone else says I'm not wasting my Saturday or Sunday in the garage smoking a cigar everyone hates.
Oh no,
yeah,
bro!
Waste a Monday or Tuesday. Waste somebody else's time on that.
Yeah. You gotta smoke it though. It's an experience.
You got to do it on a live stream. You got to do it on a live stream by yourself, like John. Just see that disappointment just wash over your face live on camera.
Almost instantaneously.
Yeah. No thanks.
And I really, really try to come into it with an open mind. I was like, all right, I've heard all this.
I was in your ears. I was in your ears so hard.
Dude, it would not have mattered, man. There's no bias that could have, affected it to the point that thing was for me. So I like Crown Heads, but yeah.
Sorry, you could do it for the 10K celebration review because it'll be like essential pick Jimmy because it'll be like, hey everybody, we're back doing this fucking 10K review, and then you start letting you like, this is some shit. This is why we can't have nice things. And you go into a story, and then it'll be perfect. It'll
just
put
absolutely destroy the mood of celebration to this is awful.
Have the right balance,
Yeah.
Just like the Pan's port wine, where you're like trying to drink it as a little celebratory.
That was so bad. As soon as the chunks came in my mouth, I was like, that was such a dumb idea. Yeah. Don't drink it out of the bottle because you're not supposed to do that. And
in his note, he was like, I guess that everybody liked it except for DJ.
It's just too sweet. It's so sweet.
Greg Tip Top mentioned the Versat was the best Crowned Heads release. I agree. Even though it's Osgood, it's Crowned Heads, but yeah, the Versat for sure.
Yeah. And Pete thanks Michael for the OG face. He said he smoked it and he loved it.
Yeah,
the guests asked, I know everyone's palate is different, but why do companies keep pumping out okay cigars? Money.
People buy them.
Yep.
Money.
Yeah.
People buy
That's
them.
why.
Yep.
Yep.
And I mean, Jonas said it too, like there are a lot of casuals that, they're just going to go in there, they're going to see a pretty band or they're going to see it advertised somewhere and they're going to be like, yep, and they're going to smoke it and they're going to think that it's great. And that's that. Yep. Like we're all outliers. People that are watching 4 guys talk about cigars on a Friday night, and bring on people from the industry and just try to share some of our thoughts and where everything kind of fits in the pantheon of cigar stuff. Like we're all kind of outliers and nerds in the best way, right? For lack of a better term, because we really love it. So
we think so. We think
yeah, we think so. We might be crazy.
I wonder how much too does it have to do with like if they have a certain relationship with a factory or a farm or whatever, and they're like, hey, we need to get rid of some of the, I wonder how much of it has to do with just extra leaf that they have too.
Dead stock. They're trying to get rid of dead stock, and then they sell it at a premium, and people are like, yeah, this is great. It's like, this was trash. 100%.
Yeah.
And then there's a guy with a club that buys it after it goes on clearance. He puts a sticker band on it. Looks like a Cookie Monster.
Yo.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
No.
That's okay.
I see people talking in the chat about the Mil Diaz Maduro having dye on it.
Yeah.
It's definitely here. Maybe Crown Heads learned a lesson. Like, don't use dye on a cigar, or use a band that's like a white band that's matte.
Band.
That's gonna stick onto it. Like at least you use one with a glossy finish so you could wipe it off. You know.
Yeah. Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
They're coming out with another blend called like the blue something. I'll have to look back. They announced it like a week or two ago.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people smoked it, said it's just okay. I think it's like a variation of the Juarez.
Okay. It's like that's too many cigars. That's too many cigars in 1 year.
Come out like one a year. One new cigar. It could be like a line extension. It could be a new size. That's all you really need to do. All this LE stuff, like the quality dips. Like we're seeing it live happen. Like this year, the quality's dipping hard.
Yeah. I tell you what, man. Matt, I think you might have mentioned this, but I feel like Crowned Heads was hyped for me last year, and again, I still love Crowned Heads. It's just a off year for me in them, in my palate, but in those. But
no more
I feel like
hats
this year. Yeah, no more hats for me. But I feel like this year, Warped has kind of taken the hype train for me this year from them.
They've had nothing but amazing new releases this year. Somebody has to do it. Go Kyle.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, man. No, they do a nice job.
No.
I guess it wasn't a problem too when it seemed like everything from CH was a hit. You know, like that. And it's kind of hard, I would imagine, too, when you're a brand like that that's growing. You're the sponsor of PCA, basically, like the biggest one for 2 years running. And then everybody wants to collaborate with you because they see the hot streak that you're on. So you have people like EPC coming in. And he's like, hey, let me do one in my factory. And then you have Oliva or whoever else. And they're like, hey, let us do one at our factory. You're just like, okay, cool. Like, I'm running with the Wolves. I'm part of the big kids club now. Let me do this, you know? Yeah. And that's, I think, got a lot to do with that too.
Yeah, there would have been more power in them saying no, though. Like just realistically, no, they got it. Pick the one they know that's going to actually knock it out of the park, and tell the other ones no, maybe next year. And then if it does well, they'll want them even more. But you know,
They had Crown Heads had an amazing 2022 a couple years ago. All their LEs were phenomenal. The La Creme 2022, the Bellicosos Finos, the four kicks that the Lost Cal 2022 and the 23 were great. The Mil Diaz, the Medonitos, that LE, like everything that they put out in 22 was phenomenal. 23 was still mostly good, but 24, love you, John Huber, but damn, we want all these companies to do well because we do a service by letting people know a cigar is bad just for the consumer, but you know when a cigar is good that we review, everybody wins. You know, people find a new great cigar and the manufacturers are happy because they get a good review. You know, it's like, Leveretta was also overpriced. It wasn't a bad cigar. It was, I know John, he would do anything to smoke as many of these cigars as he could because he loves them so much.
Just gonna leave it up here for a little while.
And Peter and Michael. Yeah, come on. Come on now.
But it was expensive. It was expensive.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're wrong.
I roll. You're wrong.
Yeah. Roger, I wanted to call it Roger. He said Warped is even turned around Peter, so they're doing something right. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. Not just that, but they got Peter to love a Connecticut too. Like Peter's not much of a Connecticut guy. Like he's been, getting on the train with that because of warps. A lot of it to do with warps.
It's okay. Peter's growing up. We'll go get him there. We'll get him there.
Peter's smoking Connecticut's. You're smoking Cubans, Matt. It's an odd year.
It's a wild world. It's a wild year.
It's a fun ride. It is a fun ride.
Dude. So good. I saw that CA review of the White Churchills. I was like, you got one right, CA. You got one right. Good job. And then right next to it was the blackened. I was like, it's not a 95, so I'll give you something for that.
What did they rate the blackened?
Well, they just rated the Robusto an 89.
The original one though was in the 90s, wasn't it? Last year wasn't the one they did.
They rated the Corona a 95.
Yeah, that's insane.
Okay.
Yeah, the Cocodrilo, amazing cigar.
Yeah, La Colmena, so good.
Yeah. Well, guys, we are past 2 hours. Are we good? Is there anything else you guys want to talk? Should we do a little bit of movie time? Should we just hit the hay? What the hell do we do?
Somebody said that they had just watched a movie for movie time. Back up at
Texas.
the top.
We can go a little longer if y'all want to. Like we can maybe call it at the 2.5 hours or something.
Sure.
Texas, what movie did you watch? And Debbie Does Dallas does not count.
Yeah, it has to be something that's not NC-17 or
Speaking
X-rated,
of that,
please.
I watched X this week. I realized I hadn't watched a single horror movie, and then I was trying to do what's the latest one called? Maxine. So I was like, all right. I was like, let me start this trilogy here, and I started at X because I didn't have Pearl to be able to download it on everything. That's a good little story. It's interesting.
Yeah, no, the X was probably the best one out of all of them, though. I think.
Okay.
Out of the three, Maxime just gets kind of weird at the end.
Does it?
Twist is really out there, but
yeah,
it's okay. You'll like Maxime when you watch it, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no Deep Throat neither, Mr. Carpenter. We're not. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. You want to know what I watched? So I watched Hubie Halloween on Halloween because I thoroughly enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
You've seen it before, though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So good.
Which is great. But earlier in the week, I think it was Monday or something like that, I watched Little Big League for the first time in probably about a decade, where the kid inherits the Minnesota Twins. And the comment just now from the guest with the Revenge of the Naughty Nurses reminded me of when he gets busted for ordering the night shift nurses or whatever in the hotel room, and his mom sees the credit card statement or whatever. Just so funny.
We started watching Sleepy Hollow, but I fell asleep, which is very typical.
Yeah, that one's pretty slow. I can see that.
Yeah. Put me to sleep, yeah.
Yeah, see what's his face's fucked up face. Christopher Walken. Yeah.
Yeah. So funny. After seeing that guy as a geriatric in Dune, seeing him back then, he actually could move.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason he has sharp teeth, because that makes sense.
Yeah. So stupid.
Speaking of Dune, Matt, did you see the announcement?
No. What's the announcement?
Dune 3 is on. So they're
of course.
Well, yeah, but they're starting to put it in motion. They're making progress. So I don't know. There's some big thing about it.
I'll love it. I'll watch it at home. I'm not going to the theater. Too long of a movie. I'll fall asleep.
Another Godzilla got greenlit today in Japan.
All right.
Dope.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
wanted to answer this one real quick off topic, but Rick has asked for some good warped blends. The newest one, the Isla del Cocodrillo, we've all hyped that one up a bunch, but that's a great one. The Chinchale. I don't know, what are some other ones from y'all?
Colmena. The Amato 44 or the new one, the 10th anniversary Amato 50. Great blends. I like the Chinchale quite a bit. I enjoy the Chinchale. I know some people on the panel and also maybe in the chat room may not be the biggest fan, but I personally really enjoy that blend.
Pete hasn't come around on that one yet, huh?
Not on that one. Not on that one. Oh, have any of I know I bring this up every live stream lately, but have any of y'all started Penguin yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet, no.
Dude, you're all missing out, man.
No.
It's so good.
Yeah, I haven't watched.
I still haven't even watched New Aliens. I watched New Aliens.
Oh, Saunter's good. The Gellis Family Cigars Saunter. That's a very good cigar. It's new. And
I feel like. Oh, go ahead.
I'm really looking forward to the Piece Unique. The Gellis Family Cigars Piece Unique.
Yeah, I feel like Gellis Family Cigars is Kyle Gellis's like I want. It's like his fancier looking, more classic looking line because like I don't know, just all his banding on it looks very ornate and like I know he's such a fan of Cubans. It looks like he's trying to create a more like heritage looking brand than like the modern warp stuff.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to ask him like why because warps is they have a lot of the same kind of motifs as KFG does or Gellis Fit GFC as that does. So I wonder like what's the impetus to kind of like go another direction with another brand, a sub brand, I guess.
Yeah. Did they cost more money?
Not really.
The Saunter's pretty. I know the Piece Unique is going to be expensive though.
Yeah.
Stay away from the black honey.
Yeah, I remember you said don't like that one.
I haven't heard a good thing about that cigar from anybody.
Stay away from the black honey.
Does that do us, guys? Are we good?
I think so.
I think so, boys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you to Jonas Santana once again for joining us. Very nice guy. Very passionate man.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah. It was chill.
Good deal, everybody. No more guests lined up for the end of the year. He's not currently, so it should just be us.
Maybe we'll get Salami Sam on for the Thanksgiving or the Christmas special.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd
Eventually, beat Matt Booth down and get him on the show instead of rain checks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You guys want to plug anything? Any upcoming videos or anything like that?
No, I got editing to do before I can actually put anything out, but
I got to shoot something before I put it out.
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
I just got to catch up. So I'll be catching up. So, yeah.
Next week, friends, next week. Gotcha.
I think I'll have the Opus X Love Affair review drop on Sunday. That's like essentially it's like a short story, a little bit bigger than a short story. And then Saturday reviews are going to be posted at my house, at the doghouse. That's all I'll say. Not on YouTube, at the doghouse.
In the pound. Okay.
Good deal. All right. Well,
hey, boys.
Hope you have a good weekend. We'll see everybody on the next show.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining.
Later, boys.
See you guys. Good shit.